Welcome to another episode of Embarrassed by Night, the podcast hosted by two balding Vietnamese American comedians celebrating Vietnamese culture and beyond. Got through it.
Such a good intro.
Yep, we got through it without neither of us talking over the other person. This is my ho-coast Vandy band.
And my ho-coast.
We're in it right now. It's fucking hot as fuck already, and we just turned off the AC.
Like a fucking sauna.
You guys probably noticed that it's a little bit of a different vibe today. That's because we're doing this podcast at Fred's apartment.
Yes, my apartment is taken up by my housemate Yuki.
Hey, Andy, how was the weather in Sacramento last week?
It was amazing for at least 2 hours. 3 hours, really. We started an hour late.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out the money situation on that. But if you're an avid listener of this podcast,
I want to say thank
you, Mom. We took a week off because we just came back from Sacramento.
That was a really, really fun show.
It's the first time that he's
done comedy and dress.
And
not the last
had
time.
a boner.
No.
We saw it. We saw it from the side. We saw it from the side of the stage.
And it wasn't very impressive. Actually, that was where most of my laughter came from.
That's not. The dress isn't for impressive boners. Just the fact that you have a boner in a dress is enough. It doesn't have to be a fucking honker.
Yeah, I saw myself in the mirror, and that's how I got the boner.
Andy, now this is the first time that you've done an entire show in a dress.
Yeah.
And you were crushing it.
I don't know about that, but it was fun, you know.
How did you pick such a specific olive green?
I thought it would match my skin well. I took my complexion into consideration, as one does when dress shopping. Mostly, I looked for cheap. I just searched on Amazon, cheap shiny dresses.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be like a gold.
And so you got this dress was about like $500, $600.
Yeah, about.
That's
yeah.
Good. That's
when I say cheap, I don't mean cheap for price. I mean cheap like that the labor they used was cheap. I specifically searched for cheap labor dresses.
Yeah, make sure that.
But marked up, I pay a premium for it.
Yeah, that money goes right into Bezos.
Yeah.
I got a fucking speeding ticket on the way back from our show in Sacramento. I remember in 9th grade, my physics teacher was a total nerd, and he was like, let me tell you guys how to get out of a speeding ticket. Yeah, first of all, you have to have a passenger.
Great city.
Sacramento. Lots of fun. Thank you so much for the Guild Theater.
Yes, thank you so much, Gil. Thank you so much, for hosting.
We appreciate you finally giving us a bartender.
Oh, yeah, that was a fiasco. But it's fine. We started an hour late, but I think it was good for everybody. Including Kiyomi, who showed up at the very last second.
The day after the show, we got to go to the dingiest pho restaurant that I've ever been into.
San Jose has a couple of dingy ones, but it is a little bit dingy, but it felt authentic to me.
What's the name of the place?
Phang Dao, I think.
Phang Dao. And you guys were raving. I stupidly got the chicken drumstick pho. Because I thought I'd be like, oh, that's like chicken noodle soup. And it was like chicken noodle soup. Of course it's like fucking chicken noodle soup. You guys were like, oh, this is so good. The broth is just so...
It was solid. Did you try it at least? Did you get a little...
Nope, I just plowed through with my bad decision. I just stuck with my fate.
We can share. There's a lot for everybody.
No, it was nice though. They had bootleg sriracha.
I'm down to do a sriracha taste test on this podcast.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's good.
I'm really down. There's Tony Vin recommended a Kroger sriracha, which I tried yesterday at his mom's house, and it was solid.
Sriracha is a good idea.
Sriracha taste test. I think it's a good idea.
We put it on just each other's like that. And just do that.
Yeah. Then we'll switch. We can do fingers. A drop on each finger.
Yeah, but I know the difference between each of your fingers. That might have been the gayest thing I've ever said.
No. We're good friends.
I know. But I know the ring finger's the sweetest.
The ring finger is the Hufflepuff of the fingers.
That is, man.
You know what Hufflepuff is? Harry Potter?
No, I don't fuck with Harry Potter.
You don't fuck with Harry Potter?
I don't fuck with Harry Potter because in 9th grade, when I first
Oh shit! It's a traumatizing story.
When I first entered high school, I tried to hang out with the other cool Vietnamese people, and the coolest Vietnamese 9th grader, walked right up to me. He was like, "Harry Potter."
Oh, they called you Harry Potter.
And everybody called me Harry Potter.
Oh.
And I was like, no, I cannot be Harry Potter. That's not cool.
Yeah,
and so I refused to have anything to do with Harry Potter or read any of the books.
Yeah. You got stubborn. You're like, no, fuck. You call me Harry Potter? Fuck everything Harry Potter.
I just, I rejected it.
Yeah, you should.
And I missed out on whatever fucking Hufflepuff is.
The ring fingers.
I don't need to know.
The Hufflepuff of the fingers. You know, it's one of those things that is like that immediate resentment will snowball into continual resentment because the more stubborn you are up front, every time someone brings up Harry Potter, now you have to double down on
No, at this point I'm just like, fuck, I just like missed out on this lore. It's like not knowing what Batman does.
Yeah, but you can always go back. You should read Harry Potter. You should read...
Fuck no, that's way too many books.
No, just the first one. You have to read the first one.
Nah, I don't know.
It's the Sorcerer's Stone.
I don't want Hung Tran to call me Harry Potter again, dude. That's too cool.
Hung Tran is cool, dude. Hung Tran is a cool one.
He's a real estate agent. I'm trying to close a deal on a house. You know, Pete that.
Is he a real estate agent? Milpitas for real?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I think he has an American name too now. Do you ever go to school with kids who like had a Vietnamese name all throughout high school, and then like you reconnect with them later on Facebook, and then they're like something else?
One or two, I think, on Facebook, but I never reconnected with them. I saw them change their name. I'm like, oh, you don't go by this name anymore. I forgot who it was. But
oh, you are one.
I went by Andrew, and I go by Andy now.
Yeah, that's one. That's close.
And actually, Andrew Wynn, and I go by Andy Van. So yeah, that makes sense. But I don't think of myself as an Andy or a Van. I think of myself as an Andrew Wynn.
I went to school with a guy named Terry.
Okay.
And then he became a real estate agent, and he goes by King.
What?
King.
What's his last name?
Wong. King Wong.
That's a sick
like
name,
that's
though.
like when you enter the real estate business, that's when you fucking shed all of your old shit. You just become Tulip or whatever. King Wong, dude.
That sounds like
King Wong sells lots, fool. King
Is
Wong
that
closes deals.
Oh, so does he sell lots?
He sells
Like
parking lots.
He sells parking lots. He doesn't sell large quantities.
I'm sure that's
So
the same thing.
Yeah. So you saying he sells lots of lots?
We don't have to get into the semantics of what lots is. We know lots is many. It's new.
King Wong is fire.
If you could change your name, yeah, he is, of course. Mm-hmm. If you could change your name to anything right now, if you could upgrade your name, what would you go?
I might just go back to Andrew.
No, that's not an upgrade, bro.
If I could upgrade my name,
Hercules.
I think Thaddeus.
Thaddeus Wynn.
Either Thaddeus
Thad
Wynn
Wynn.
or Thaddeus Van.
Thad Van.
Teddy, actually. Teddy for short.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
I knew
you went up there and then you're like Teddy for sure.
It's the juxtaposition of the strong name and the soft nickname.
Would you go Teddy for the rest of it?
Yeah, I knew a guy named Teddy whose legal name was Thaddeus.
Right. Yeah, I know Teddy's short for Thaddeus, but you really want to reduce yourself to Teddy level?
It depends on people like you can call me Thaddeus.
You don't want to sell parking lots?
I want the full name Thaddeus. You don't call me Thad. No, don't shorten it. My name is Thaddeus.
Thad.
And if you're really cool, you can call me Teddy.
If my name was Thaddeus, I would go by Deus.
Have a middle name that starts with X.
That's so clean. Deus X Van.
That's the worst.
That's actually clean. That's clean as fuck.
Deus is a strong name.
I would go by Hercules Lay.
Hercules Lay is good.
Yep.
That's good. I like that.
I have a cousin whose name is Betty. And because we called her Betty.
I think you've mentioned this before, possibly.
Fuck! We're running out of content.
Ooh, here's an interesting thing.
All right.
Wait, we're talking about something before?
I doubt it. It's really hard. This is a tough time now to talk about Vietnamese news. However, I just remembered something.
Yeah.
Joe Biden just went to Hanoi.
That's right, he did.
For the first time. And what did he do? We don't know. Who's your favorite president as a kid?
When I was a kid?
Yeah.
Such a good question. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for this question. I love this. When I was a kid, I was super into... This is tough. I really liked Bill Clinton. I thought he was cool.
Draft dodger?
He played the saxophone and famously got his dick sucked at the White House. I didn't really like JFK. I weirdly was super into Woodrow Wilson.
Why are you naming the most handsome dudes, man?
I didn't say Barack Obama. I was thinking, like, if we had to line up all the presidents and ask, which one do you think has the biggest dick? Everyone knows the answer, right?
Yeah, Taft.
You could even see it so pudgy.
Yeah, but if you're a big person, of course your dick's gonna be big.
Yeah, Taft was famously the only president who became Supreme Court Justice.
Oh, I was gonna say stuck in a bathtub.
Oh yeah, and inventor of the 7th inning street. These are all legends, but like he actually became a Supreme. Him being a Supreme Court judge wasn't a legend.
I don't fucking care about that shit.
That wasn't rumor.
He got stuck in a bathtub. That's funny.
Our penultimate single-term president, George H.W. Bush, was at a meeting in Japan, in Tokyo, and he started to faint, and he yacked all over. He yacked all over the prime minister at the time.
Oh my god.
They were trying to do this deal to get money for a science project, and they couldn't get money for it.
A bomb. Just say a bomb.
And that the project that eventually did get money was the CERN, which discovered the Higgs boson. It famously made a lot of inroads within that science community.
Damn. I didn't know how horny you are for U.S. presidents.
I love talking about U.S. presidents.
Okay, tell me something about Grover Cleveland.
He was the only president to get elected twice.
Everybody knows that.
Okay. He was also
Tell us about his body, dude.
He was also assassinated. So he was shot by someone, a political opponent, really.
Oh, shit.
I forgot what the guy said. He's like, it's for something.
He was running against Grover Cleveland?
I think it was like someone who was for the other side. I don't know if it was the actual guy.
Ooh. Because that'd be crazy if, like, fucking...
Yeah, because imagine if, like, Trump lost and just shot someone.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I remember taking an Uber with a guy who was, like, he was a black guy. And he was pro-Trump. And this was before the election happened. He was like, yeah, I'm for Trump. And then he, like, gave a pretty eloquent reasoning why he liked Trump. And then he insisted that Donald Trump carries a gun with him.
Donald doesn't even carry a gun with him.
He said, yeah. That's one thing that's why he, like, sides on that side. He's, like, very pro First Amendment.
Second Amendment?
Second Amendment? Whatever, man.
He's very pro First and Second. You gotta be pro all the amendments. You can't be anti any amendment.
I'm pro top 3.
After 4, it gets a little dicey. He's got to change the things up, and it's like, is that even the Constitution?
Nah, fuck the 4th. But he was like, yeah, and Donald Trump carries a gun with him. I'm like, no, he doesn't.
There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way that is.
Look at that guy.
Unless he hides it in between the fat folds.
There's no way.
A gun would fit, theoretically.
And could you imagine him just being like...
Not running.
Fucking time crisis ass.
He carries a gun, but not magazines.
I actually got to serve Barack Obama.
Really?
And when he was meeting with other Southeast Asian presidents.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a ASEAN conference
A-S-E-A-N.
that happened. ASEAN with the U.S. In Palm Springs, and I'm breaking an NDA right now. But yeah, we got to see Barack Obama in the flesh. John Kerry was up there.
Wow.
He walked through to go to the restroom. He was like, "Thanks, guys."
Wow.
These guys are tall as fuck.
Yeah, John Kerry's like 6'5", 6'6", or something like that, right?
He's a big boy.
Yeah. Barack Obama's like 6'2", I think.
A friend of mine was also Vietnamese, and he was holding a tray during the time when all the presidents of ASEAN and Barack were like mingling and like taking drinks. It was a cocktail hour, And the president of Vietnam came up to him and was like, "Hey, are you Vietnamese?" And my friend, whose name is Guan,
Nice.
fucking doesn't speak any Vietnamese. And he was like, "Oh yes," and he just like, and then the president was like, "Oh, have you ever been back?" He was like, "Oh, blah 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 blah." And then,
Is that your impression of your friend speaking Vietnamese?
yeah.
Okay.
And then he came back to me. He was like, "Yeah, that was really weird." I was like, "Fuck, you got a chance to speak to the president of Vietnam."
Yeah. And you could have.
Who was later had to step down.
Yeah. Scandal.
That.
Full circle, baby. We're back full
someday.
circle to episode 6.
Oh shit! Episode 6. Ooh, we've been doing this for way too long.
Yeah. Oh.
After all the Asians left, oh man, it was weird. Like,
After all the Asian presidents left, or after all the Asians left?
after all the Asian presidents.
Yeah, because if they evacuate the Asians, that would be pretty fucked up.
Wait, let me skip back.
Yeah.
One really interesting thing about that thing is like we had to have like special orders. Oh, by the way, fucking Harrison Ford's son was the catering chef of that. Like he was like the celebrity chef like that they brought into Palm Springs.
Yeah.
We had like special orders for each leader, because like one example is the Philippine president had a majority stake in whatever their Diet Coke is. So we had to make sure, and they flew in a plastic bag full of the thing, and we had to make sure that he had it right in, the can right in front of his thing.
Oh my god.
So that if any footage of him was shot, it would be with him.
That's so fucking weird. Presidents can get sponsored. We gotta get money out of politics, man.
That's how that shit. I mean, that's how that shit works, right?
Duterte, was it him at the time?
No, it wasn't Duterte. It was
before him?
It was some chiller.
Pre-Terte?
Yeah, pre-Duterte. But yeah. So after all of the chinks left, it was just Barack, and he had some time alone. He decided to play 18 holes of golf.
Wow.
Alone.
Nice. Yeah.
Just to like relax and unwind from that weekend of meetings.
Yeah.
And we just got to like watch this dude shoot golf.
Damn, that's pretty
like
awesome.
Alone.
Is he talking to anybody?
No. He's like followed by people with fucking sniper rifles every hole.
Yeah.
But he was like alone. He was just like with just a man who was in charge of the free world.
Yeah.
With his thoughts and just enjoying swinging a golf club. I remember my coworkers were bussing a room that they had just been in, and they actually watched Brock tee off like 30 feet away from him.
Oh shit!
And then he shanked it. Right?
Like a bitch.
Yeah. And then he turned and looked at my friends and was like, "Isn't that cool as fuck?"
That's such a good story. That story is so good that it happened to your friends and you're down to tell it.
I know.
That's how good that story is.
It's a fucking nothing ass story.
Yeah.
But
what are you gonna do?
We got to see Barack Obama fuck up and then just be like,
that's golf.
I saw them as they were coming out of the that room.
Yeah.
Like holding plates and stuff. I was like, why are you guys acting like schoolgirls right now?
Yeah. I mean, and then you started.
That was so cool.
And immediately you started. I'm like, that is pretty fucking cool. That's really fucking cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Was one of those cool people? I mean, was it Hung Tran?
Oh, they're all dead now.
Hung Tran. Oh.
They all died through mysterious causes. We don't know what happened to them.
Yeah. I'm glad you I hope it was worth risking breaking the NDA.
Yeah. They had a lot of fun that day. I know that for sure. I will never say their names ever.
King Wong. One of them. He had to change his name. That's why he changed his name.
Yeah, right. I don't know how low of a profile you can get with the name King.
But that's the genius of it. You're hiding in plain sight.
I know it. It's like that King. That's not a real person.
What if he makes his wife change her name to Queen? That would be really frustrating.
Queen is actually a cute name. I had a huge crush on this girl at work named Queenie.
Queenie is a cute name.
Queenie is a cute name. It's also nonsense.
Is it?
Yeah. What does that mean? What does that word mean?
It's a queen, but cute. A cute queen.
Queenie? No, that's just a poor Chinese Anglicization.
I knew a girl named Queenie in my Boy Scout troop.
Oh shit.
Her brother was Nick, and I think my parents are still friends.
Wait, are we just gonna gloss over the fact that you met a girl in your Boy Scout troop?
She was a girl. The troop was all together. It's all actually the troop is done now, so it's all nothing.
Y'all were one of them them troops.
Very ahead of our time.
All right, I respect. Don't get it, but
yeah.
The first time that you got drunk was with Vietnamese Boy Scouts?
Maybe not the first time I drank or got drunk, but definitely the first time. One of the first 5 times at least, for sure. I remember going to camping.
First 5 times.
One time was at a park. I don't remember which one was the actual first. One time was definitely in a Boy Scout. Actually, those two. Those are two. I'm not sure which one came first.
Oh wow! I thought like the first time getting drunk was like a.
It was a Boy Scout. It was at my friend's house in Fremont in the back, and I was drinking and smoking weed. First time I got smoked weed too.
Whoa! Yeah, you just went in.
Yeah, and
what rank were you?
At the time, I must have been a first class.
Oh shit! Okay, you got the nice.
Yeah, but it was before Life, and that's before Eagle.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
You earned it.
The first.
Take that, hey, Tenderfoot.
What rank did you get up to?
I think first class.
Yeah. Yeah, at first class you can start becoming like senior patrol leader or some shit like that.
Yeah. I did something with the whistle and the this.
Yeah.
And this and this.
Yeah, those leadership hierarchies are really fun at the time.
I was pretty like involved in my scouts,
Mm-hmm.
but I never broke any laws with them. And when I found out that they like smoked weed, I was like, "What? Am I supposed to?"
It was like a very weird situation because there were like cool kids and younger kids, like the older kids and the younger kids. And the older kids, I was like younger than all the older kids, but older than all the younger kids.
Whoa, that's like being a mulatto.
It's like being Asian and American. Which one am I?
We know what that's like. I'm drifting between two worlds.
Always drifting. Always drifting.
Neither of them really like me that much.
And for sure, it's me. It's a me thing. It's not a them thing. These cultures are fine. They've been established for many hundreds of years. It's a me thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough being our age.
It was, yeah. It was tough. It's easier now to be our age. Well, one day it will be even easier. I'm assuming you would know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I always think about it.
The gap between us is decreasing, even though I say the same.
Yeah. Dude, we're about to be 38 in about 2 years.
No,
both of us.
I have 5 years left.
I know, but both of us are going. You're kind of catching up.
Do you think you'll make it to 80?
Yeah.
Really?
I sincerely think that I have the. I just got that luck.
Wow.
Yep.
Why do you think that? I don't think.
Because, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
My parents would have like people coming into the house, to ask my father for assistance.
Mm-hmm. To use the bathroom. That's great. This is a crazy story.
No, it was a gas station.
Yeah. You're working in the front.
Yeah, it was a nice Arco off.
No credit. No credit. Cash or debit only.
No, we had like a rotating cast, like people, because my dad would like help people get into the country.
Yeah, yeah.
There was one time that I was just like a baby and I was like on somebody's leg, just like, yeah. And this old Asian guy, he of course it was Asian.
Yeah.
Looks at me and goes, "That kid is lucky."
Is that the whole story?
Yep.
Is that the entire story?
Yeah. That's also how long that guy stayed at the gas station.
Just tipped.
Just tipped. It's like, all right, we good?
You know what we're gonna find out, right?
What?
We're gonna find out that it's actually just you going back in time.
That kid, he's gonna be A-okay.
And then you go back to being homeless in the future.
He wasn't a homeless guy. In the
You
story.
don't know.
He was just like.
What do you actually remember?
He was a guy who
He didn't have a country.
Vietnam, most likely. But he wasn't homeless. He was just a guy who was there. And knew lucky people. He just could spot a lucky person.
He had an eye for it.
Yeah.
He had, what do they call it when people have like that sense, extra sense?
That guy, whatever that guy was.
It's like have you seen The Shining?
Oh, I forgot. He also stepped 1 foot out of our home and immediately got run over by a garbage truck.
Yeah, he can recognize it, but he does not endow with it himself.
No. He had terrible peripheral vision.
Yeah. It's like when you call me funny.
I don't know. I can't even make that connection right now. But ever since I was told that story, I was like, you know what? I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yep. And I just live my life trusting my instincts.
That's terrifying. I'm so scared for you.
Well, that's because you don't have what I have.
I'm lucky. I am lucky. No one told me that, except for my dad, constantly.
Wait, what if I told you right now? I think I'm the same age as that guy now.